to see the people who play in prelims are generally a lot more competitive, and I want to see if we can steal a win against them playing bullshit. That's what I want to see. If we could steal a win against them playing Garbaggio. That's the plan. We'll see if it works. It probably won't work, but you know, sometimes life's about having fun. And I'm gonna have fun crabbing some of these people. But they're scared of us. They don't want to play. Oh, never mind, they're not scared. Alright, we're on the play. We have a crab. We have a fatal push. This is beautiful. We're gonna keep. The only question is if I play the crab or if I play the fatal. Oh, I'm not on the play. I'm an idiot. I was so wrong. Oh, no. Alright, well, we are playing 4 fucking... We are playing 4 surgical extractions. So... We are playing 4 surgical extractions. What Ginny said. Well, thank you. Very kind of you, aka Manny. Well, I mean, if we have 4 surgical extractions in the deck. So if we hit Living End and we surgical it, that's very good for us. Very good. Right? So that seems okay. 4 surgicals. Right? We have to think of the glass half full. That's a lot of ifs. No, you have to believe. You have to believe in a thing called love. Look at that. They're missing their land. Let me help them find lands. Oh, look. There's a land. Just get that land. Oh, look. That didn't help. Alright, so there's 10 here. I guess we should visions right now. I mean, they're going to cycle, right? Do we cast this visions now, or do we wait? So, either way, we want to cast it on their turn so they can't force a negation it. I'm going to attack. I think it's important to send a message. Yeah. There's lots of turns of surgical. If they miss a land drop here, I won't do it. If they do, I will just cash it in. Because if they go like cycle, cycle, cycle or something stupid, they could get us closer to where we need to be. Yeah, cycle. 41 cards. We're through a third of their deck. I'm not going to cast this now. Because we're going to go boom. And then we're going to go, oh, look, Living End. Look, we're helping our opponent find lands in Living End. More lands. Look, you didn't need these. I'm helping you. So I have 17 cards. So next turn we'll be able to go land into visions. And they won't be able to cast whatever they want to do, so we're just going to chill here. They're helping us mill them. They're so kind. Oh boy. They are getting incredibly unlucky for this. Oh boy. So this is 21 cards, so then we're going to go visions. Oh. I can't take it. It's too much power. How can one man have all this power? Let's attack with the crabs again. We'll discard a fatal push. Goon Token, thank you for the Prime sub. For 4 months of support. What's up, Mercurio? What's up, Barnt? They have their land number 2. We basically can never win this game. This is disgusting. Mercurio Blue giving out 5 subs to the community. Thank you so much. Very kind of you. Alright, so let's mill them. So here is a living end. I saw a living end earlier. There's one living end. Let's crack this. Hopefully they're not main decking an endurance. That would be embarrassing. Yeah, definitely. Mercurio's a great streamer. He streams late at night, you know, past the time that I go to bed. Because, you know, early to bed, early to rise makes a man something. Alright, there's no Street Wraith. So they still have 2 living ends and 15 cards. So we could die horribly, but this calls for a crab attack. Rise too early. Listen, I had to watch you play that fighting game that looks a lot like that other fighting game that you play that's supposedly new, but they look identical. I was watching Dingo play it earlier. Dingo's like, this is the new fighting game. I'm like, it looks the fucking same. He's like, no, it's new. I'm like, are you sure? Someone lying to you. No, I'm just kidding. That character, though, that you were playing is literally Kassadin from Heroes, from League of Legends. He, like, shoots the purple stuff. He's got the one sword. It's literally Kassadin. Yeah, he is pretty sick. That one move where he, like, sticks him, and then sticks him. Pretty brutal. All right. Speaking of pretty brutal, the crab. And then I guess we could play this. No, I guess we play this one. All right, we can't F6 in case there's a... All right, 1 living end, 2 living end. So there's still a living end somewhere. It could, in theory, be the bottom card. How do I win this? They have 1 card in their library. And they just drew it. They cycled into death. Alright, alright. We did it. We're the greatest. We just believed in the power of Crabship. Okay, so Fatal Pushes, GTFO. They will have these terrible cards called Endurances. But we'll have all these blue cards, so hopefully we win. I don't know. We'll see. Ensnaring Bridges, Soul Guide Lanterns, Extirpates. Oh, baby. This is... I have Counterspells in this matchup? Oh. Tasha's is kind of going to suck. Because they have so... Their CMC is 10 million. Sorts, mana value. We just have all the Counterspells in this list. Hell yeah. What list did I put in the deck? Yeah. I didn't, apparently. Alright, well. Decks. My decks. Ghost Wheel, thank you for 5 months. Thank you for the resubscription for 5 months. Thank you very much. I haven't put the wrong list up here. Oh my goodness. Oh, terrible. What am I doing? I have to get rid of 40 something cards. We're probably not going to be able to vision them. We probably don't need this counterspell. We probably don't need this. Should probably shave a drown and we'll call it like this. Alright, so I queued this primary with a very different list than I thought. I thought I queued this primary with this list, but I actually queued it with this. So export, yes. And then deck, upload new, forgive me. Okay, and so it's current. Alright. Probably. Break the Ice would probably be pretty good if Tron was like a bigger part of the meta. Well, this seems great. We have this, which they can never beat. I mean, they could beat it, obviously, but, you know, this is a good hand. We just want to get this Soul Guide and Lantern in play. That's all we want to do. Soul Guide Lantern in play. And not get got by whatever that card is. Grief. Don't grief me. Don't grief me, bro. Koopa King, don't do it. No! But I mean, they have 3 cards in their hands. If we just get to cast one of these, we just win. Just wasn't a play tapped. There's nothing they could have at 2. Uh-oh, we could get dunked on here. That's pretty good. Don't really want to get dunked on. I mean, if they play just these 2, that's not going to kill us. Oh, that's not good for them. Oh, that's really bad for them. Okay. So, I'm going to fetch this. I don't really want to run out the Ashiok right now, because the Ashiok just gets disputed or whatever, or force negationed or what have you. So we're just going to pass, and we'll eventually get to a point where we can go Crypt Incursion plus dispute, which should be a big game. But like, if we slam Ashiok there and they're just like dispute, they're like herp. Alright. So now we can set up a turn. What if we draw? Alright. We gotta play this land because this is a land they don't know about. They don't know about these. They knew about this. So now we just chill. Now we just be chilling. We could do it during their upkeeps. We could go upkeep, try and Crypt Incursion them. We really want them to cycle more. Alright, what are we doing here? Okay. Alright, we're gonna go for it. We're gonna Crypt Incursion at the end of their turn. Here. 1, 2, 3. Crypt Incursion. Alright. I maybe shouldn't have cracked this. Maybe I should have waited for a crab. Okay. Alright, well. Sometimes. Yes, put cards in the graveyard. Okay. This is a bit of a nombo with the Archive Trap in that, like, they can't search anymore. So Archive Trap will never be for 0. But these are sacrifices that we make. See, we've shut them down. We've stopped, dropped, and opened up shop. Test of Talents. Oh, that's pretty good. How does Archive Trap of Ashiok and Field of Ruin work? They don't. Field of Ruin is controlled. Okay, so the reason Field of Ruin works is because the spell or ability is your opponent's control. I control the Field of Ruin. Yeah. It has to do with who controls. So they obviously control the fetch land. Whereas we control the Field of Ruin. So if we do it to them, they get it done with. Well, hello, PT. Listen. The other deck is here. It's in Pioneer. It's ready. But when I logged on to play, there was a prelim going in like 9 minutes. And this prelim was filled with Hammer players. Look at this. Crusher BG bot. Mr. Hammer got a fucking buy. Happy Sandwich, another Hammer guy. Got a buy. Endurance. You know what? No. Just no. Oh, friend. Oh, friend. Oh, friend. All right. I would like very much to surgical this Endurance. I have a feeling there's a large number of surgicals. Ooh, let's just hit this here Living End. I guess I could afford to pay too. Okay, Living End, Living End, Living End, Living in. There's 1 endurance left in the deck. Okay. Think. Alright. Feel good about this one. I feel pretty good about this one. Alright, so they just played a land. So their hand is... We could just do this. Archive trap them. Go to our turn. Give them the juice. Cast the other Ashiok. Keep this one, and... Okay, your turn. Rawr. I mean, they have really... look at these creatures. Like, Waker Ways. Could have been a wee bit nicer. GG's. Listen, they had plenty of mana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They could cast Waker of Waves. They could cast Striped Riverwinder. They could cast Sleeper Agent. What is it? Shardless Agent? Alright. So, we have time. Alright, what do we got? We got a removal spell. We got some counter spells. We'll keep. This is not a great hand. Just crack a fetch. No! Stomping Ground. What? We could play the Krabby. Yeah, I should play this. They're gonna know. They are gonna know that we are now mill. The jig is up. Hopefully this is Rhinos. Looks like it could be Rhinos. If they like tap our land, then we'll know it's Rhinos. Oh wow, they're icing our land. That's so cool. Alright, so it's Rhinos. I'm gonna play a crab here. Alright, so they can cast Rhinos. We kill 1. We're racing them pretty good. They have all natural. They don't need to fetch. Love it. Hopefully we can punish them for them waiting and trying to be cute. Hopefully we punish them. Alright. Always yields. If they're going to wait for us to let us counterspell their shit, yeah, we can beat Rhinos. If they're main decking Endurance, then we're not going to be able to, you know. But we'll see what ends up happening. Yeah. Basically, it comes down to if they have a Force of Negation here. Hey ho, what do you know? Alright, let's crack this. And let's get Watery Grave. Alright, we just... did they reveal any endurances? No, right? Okay. Just crack a fetch. Okay. They suspended a Footfalls. That's really good for us. Let's just play this. And let's just be chilling. We just drown their thing. Eventually they will have to, they'll have to. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you trying to do? I don't like it. Stop. Stop, please. We could go Feel the Ruin into Archive Trap, but I think I just want to kind of cycle this. Counter target spell. How did I tap so wrong? How did I fuck up tapping? I would like no rhinoceroses. Oh, cool. Alright, so they get rhinos. We kill one of them here. Alright. So... we have to do some damage here. We have a clock on us. But we have an archive trap here. We have an archive trap here. So if we draw land, I'm pretty sure they die. Well, that's pretty good. Alright, so let's go to their upkeep. Go 1, 2, 3, kill the red. Alright, so we'll go their upkeep. We should be able to kill them, honestly. If they don't have an endurance. Hopefully they don't have another outburst too. That would be very annoying. Twar the crab. Alright, well, we're going to do what we're going to do. We're going to do it now. 1, 2. We're going to hit this. We're going to get island. Alright, so now we're going to archive trap them. And now we are going to archive trap them. They have returned the crab to our hand. Okay. They get... Hopefully they don't. I mean, if they have an endurance and 2 cards, then we lose, right? Let's attempt to play a crab. But that's... Alright, okay. So it's going to be significantly harder in game 2 because they're going to have endurances, right? It's afternoon, Jeremy. It's the middle of the afternoon, Jeremy. So we want Test of Talents. We want these. Do we want these? We have a choice here. This is where this deck gets confusing. I don't think we want Tasha's. They have Furies. They have all kinds of stuff that's 1,000,000 mana. I think we want these. I think we want these. It is the middle of the day. So I think we want all these. This might be too much. But they don't have a lot of threats. Their deck has a lot of air. So if you could like extirpate, like we really want to extirpate like an endurance because they're going to have 4 of them. I don't know. We'll see how it works. This might be, like I said, too much. I don't know if this hand's good. This hand might not be good, but we're going to keep it. We just need to draw 1 land and like 3 cards. Yeah, early to bed, early to rise. Gonna ice me again? Oh, you piece of shit. This deck's so good. Yep. Not only is it a land, but it's like the best land. Alright, well... Yo, fuck your crab. Fuck your crab. There will be none of your crabbing around here. What do we want to take here? We could Surgical the Furies, but we don't really need to. We could Surgical the Tarns. It's a bit brutal. We don't need to do that. I guess we can go float this, return it, play it. That'd be exciting. Yeah, because it's bedtime. I'm just going to hold up Test of Talents here. You want to take Dispute away from them? No, we're just going to hold up Test of Talents. Wish there was some way that I could, like, abuse Oboro here. Oboro. They suspended a Rhinos. Alright. Ooh. Hell yeah. Alright, let's Soul Guide Lantern away. I'm going to Soul Guide Lantern away a land. I want to keep all these available for Surgicaling because they're all like 4-ofs. So I know they're playing 4 of all these cards. Okay. So I'm going to cash this one in to draw a card. Draw a card. Ooh, fancy. That's pretty good. Let's play another Soul Guide Lantern. I want to be able to Surgical like all these cards. Okay. I feel pretty good about this. Stomp me. That's so rude. Ooh, Crabby. Maybe I should have done this first. Oh, they're probably playing 4 Misties, right? They're definitely playing 4 Misties. So I should probably draw a step, Extirpate. What are we doing here? Brazen Borrowing my Crab. If I Test of Talents this, it doesn't work the way I want it to. It's a shame. We'll get the Swamp. We'll replay the Crab. There's 2 turns left. I guess we'll just chill. Kind of weird they didn't return. Alright, so this comes off. Because we're going to have to, like, Surgical the Mystical Disputes. Alright, let's do that right now. This is going to come off, and we want to make sure we can Test of Talents. So we're going to Extirpate. I guess we could Surgical. Let's Surgical the Mystical Disputes. Because we want to be able to... Oh, you hate to see that. Alright. So what's in their deck? They have no Endurances. Not a single Endurance. Oh my good god. They're going to lose so hard. The Crashing Footfall is going to come off. We're going to Test of Talents it. And all these cards become dead. And they don't have a single Endurances. So what's happened is a lot of lists have been moving to... instead of playing Endurances, they're playing Fort Leyline of the Voids. I don't remember who said it. I saw it on Twitter. But they're not playing Endurances. They're playing Leyline of the Voids. There are a bunch of Misties here. I might Extirpate the fucking Misty Rainforests. But that might be a bit much. We might not need to do that. Alright, well, if there's no Furies, if there's no whatevers, then we could just draw a card. Okay. Well, let's play this. Mill them. There's another Scalding. We just hit 3 lands off the top of the library. I can't imagine they would have wanted those lands. Let's just get the island here. Okay. So, Bone Crusher. We got a Crushing Footfall. Alright, so this is going to come off. We know their hand is this exactly. Alright, so the Crashing Footfalls comes off. And then we're going to Test of Talents it. And I'm going to put it on this. We're going to go 1, 2, Test of Talents, Crashing Footfalls. All right. 1, 2. All right, they've conceded. They have conceded. All right, sweet. Hey, you two. Do we Thoughtseize away the Defiant Strike? Yeah, I guess we do. I guess we take away the Defiant Strike. Alright, all they have to do is draw a card that does 2 damage to us. Okay. Any card that does 2 damage, we kill them, and they kill us. Any land, anything like that, and we kill them. They're bolting our crab. How sad for us. Their upkeep scrying, yeah. Alright, let's play a crab. Let's land. Whoa! I thought they were something else completely. Looks like they're rug Scapeshift. Yeah, they're Scapeshift. They're rug Scapeshift over here. Alright. That's kind of cool. Alright, we won this match. We won this game. Alright, cool. Let's play this game out for a little bit and then we'll switch back. This is really good for us because we get to mill them a lot. And they're only going to have a limited number of mountains. So we're going to be able to like hit their mountains pretty aggressively. So we should be able to really, as a former Scapeshift player, religiously, it's very annoying to lose your mountains and your Valdicots and stuff like that. So we just hit 16 cards. We've hit 1 mountain, 2 mountain, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mountains with that. So I feel pretty good about our game state here. The only question would be, do they have endurances? Iteration, that's interesting. Alright, let's run this back. And before they draw Swift Spear. Alright, so they have a Valdigot here. I'm just gonna feel the ruin the Valdigot. Just gonna feel the ruin that Valdicut. They got a mountain. Okay, so they have 14 cards left. This is a like, there's not really an established list for this, but they're playing Dryads and let's just counter this. I don't want them to return the Valdicots from the graveyard and then be able to do mountainy things. Looks like they have a lot of mountains. A lot of mountains. Okay. Oh, there's an endurance. Okay. Well, they do have endurance, man. But they have 6 cards. So hopefully they don't have it in the 6 cards. I would be unhappy. I think they have it. Otherwise they would have conceded, right? Alright, let's draw a Counterspell. This hand seems sweet. So they're main decking 2 endurances. Nice. Alright. Well, the game continues. The game continues. Yup. Alright, well, that's on me for counterspelling the run in 6. I should have known, apparently they had 2 main deck endurances. The tilt. The tilt is real. Hoplite, sure. There's another endurance, so we have to be very careful of the other endurance. What are they paying? Are they bolting up my crab too? Sure. Alright, well. As long as we get the other endurance, we should be okay. Do I want to just use this archive trap now? I probably should just hardcast it now. I just want to get their shit in the graveyard. Alright, so drew Collective Brutality, so we'll just put the blue into play tapped. Alright, I just want to mill them as many as I can right now. Alright, did we get the other endurance? No, we did not. Did you get 1 Valakut? Alright. It's very tilting. Alright, so they played Homestead Courage on that. That's adorable. So we just have to Vanishing Verse this stupid thing. Yeah, we just have to Vanishing Verse this. We can hopefully Collective Brutality something next turn. Yup. Alright, so we're live to drawing 1 mana Ancestrals. Okay. Heartless Act. Guess we can Brutality this. We can Raffine's Informant. Letting them get to do this stuff. I mean, the question is, do they have a God's Willing? I think we just have to make them have a God's Willing. Yeah. Yup. They're down to 2 cards left in their library, in their hand. But like doing this or just putting this in the graveyard doesn't do anything. Playing a Ledger Shredder doesn't do anything. Alright, we drew a Surgical. That's really good for us. Of course they returned. Alright, so we should go to their draw step and Surgical Scapeshift. Or are we Surgicaling Dryad? Probably. There's 2 Scapeshifts here? Yeah, just Scapeshift. Very frustrated that they had 2 Endurances main deck. And we missed them with all our milling. And they just were sitting on 1 in their hand. I mean, you know, Endurance is a good card. I don't blame them for running it. Alright. Alright, sometimes it's just not meant to be. When your opponent does that. Okay. Alright. I guess that's on me for trying to do it during their draw step. I mean, they only had the 2 in the deck. But, you know, if you are going to play 2 Endurances, you want to draw them. They're just pinging me with Ren. Nice. Alright, we've lost. That was really cool. Really cool. Alright, well. We took 1,000,000 damage from this. And there's nothing we could do about it. Raffine's Informant, I guess. I guess we can go Ledger Shredder into Raffine's Informant. We'll get all the Connive. Alright. What do we want to sideboard against this deck? This stupid deck? We want these. We want these too, probably. We probably want Ashioks too. What do we not want? I mean, they're going to have Endurances, but... Discard Parhelion. Probably not going to be able to have these, but we definitely want dispute. It connives. What are we conniving? We'll discard Raffine. Alright, we'll have to double. We'll have to gang block this stupid thing. Alright. We'll submit here. Extirpates and surgicals should go a long way to stopping their threats. We don't really want visions because they're gonna have multiple. They're gonna have like 4 endurances out of the sideboard. Would you like to play first? Yes. Keep. This hand's not really very good, but we have Extirpate. We can cycle these Fractured Sanities and then start doing stuff. I should have cycled on their draw step to try and hit a run in 6. We don't want them to have a run in 6 here. Maybe we could extirpate their run in 6 if they do draw. Oh, they don't have it. That's interesting. Alright, let's cycle the Fractured Sanity. We really want to hit, we really want the endurance to be in here. Okay, there was no endurance. Ooh, there's a crabby. Crabby. Alright, what's happening? You attacking me? I'm F6'd. There's a Dryad. I guess I'm gonna go to their draw step and we'll try and get a little fancy on their draw step. Bolting my thing. That's okay. Islands. Because they can't play the stupid Dryad. Alright, I'm going to Surgical Extraction the Dryad of Elysian Grove. If they blow an endurance here, that's great. Okay, Dryad, 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 Dryad. 4 endurances, 4 scape shifts, 3 Valakuts. 1 Primeval Titan. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. We go to our turn. We play this land. I think we mill Fractured Sanity. We should mill 14. We'll definitely hit an endurance. Each opponent, so it doesn't work with the Veil. We'll discard a Parhelion. It's their Veil. It doesn't work like that. Each opponent. Each opponent mills 15. We just have to hit 1 endurance, and then we can extirpate the endurance on the draw step. And then we'll be good to go and play the game. I can't read. Alright, there's the endurance. So we're going to go to their upkeep. We got endurance, we got scape shift, we got 1, 2, we got 1, 2, 3, and 4 scape shifts. 1, 2, 3, 4 scape shifts. That's so crazy. Alright, we're going to draw step. And then we're going to extirpate their endurances. And there's nothing you can do about that, friendo. Alright, what happened? What the fuck happened? Alright, so there's a Primeval Titan left, a single Valakut. They have 2 Valakuts. There's 2 Veils left. Okay. So their hand is this. Okay. So we're just gonna play this. Put this into play tapped. Okay, so now it's our turn over here. And Counterspell, Dispute. Alright. These aren't bad cards. What are we doing? Casting Gigantha here? Sure. Can we drop our Helion? Alright, I'm gonna go. Serpent reveals the hand. We could do 2 modes. Right? We could attack with this and then do like this with 2 modes. We could attack, discard, but they probably have a God's Willing, but whatever. I'm doing it. I'm attacking. Is that stupid? That's probably stupid. They'll just take the fucking 3 damage. They'll just take the 3 damage. Excuse me. Forgive me. Alright, target opponent, discard this. Do I want this to resolve? I really don't care about this. This like helps them get through their deck. I don't care about this. Forgive me. Alright. So this gives protection from white. This gives trample, the ancestral anchor. So we don't want them to have that. So we'll just pass. It'd be cool if we could draw Greasefang and then just do Hoodrat Greasefang things. The problem is they have Ancestral Reckless Rage, so they're going to just kill our Greasefang. But what can you do? Growth Spiral, sure. We hit all their escape shifts. Alright. So Shelldock Isle is active right now. So let's just get this Tasha's. And we should be good here. We have all this shit. So they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is a Primeval Titan. Alright, well, we'll obviously counter that. And then when they Veil, we'll just drown it. Oh, adorable. Okay. Alright, so if we were smarter, we would have counted how much CMC they have left, but I'm pretty sure they're dead. I think they're dead. Yeah. Alright. Your turn. Okay, so we got them pretty good that game. They made a little bit of a mistake on the Fractured Sanity, because the Fractured Sanity is each opponent. So they didn't have to use the Veil there. I don't know if the Veil would have made a difference. Don't know if the Veil would have made a difference. But alright, so this game, where are we at? This game, they have Shijiri, Shelter, and Reckless Rage. They could Reckless Rage our thing. We'll discard the land. If they Reckless Rage our thing, then we're just good to draw a Greasefang. Ugh. So annoying. Gigantha's a free spell. It's pretty good, this Gigantha card. So I could just Reckless Rage our thing and attack us. And then Shijiri or Shijiri Shelter it and attack us. Alright, we're going to block, obviously. Obviously, we're just going to block. We're going to... What are you doing? Oh, you have the trample thing? So, you drew Defiant Strike into trample thing? Yep, you win. Pretty good series of draws there. What did we draw? Rafine's Informant. Oh, there's Greasefang. Oh, that was miserable. Alright, let's run it back. I think that worked out really well. I think we could do that to them again pretty easily. We just have to beat the 4 endurances. That's it. No big deal. 4 endurances. No problem. Well, we have Crab. That's all we have, really. I'm going to keep this. We have Field of Ruin as well. I'm gonna start with the Shelldock Isle. They shocked themselves. Well, I suppose they have a bolt for my crab. I guess we put Extirpate under here. Maybe I was supposed to put Mystical Dispute under here. But I don't want to play into a bolt. Just don't have Ren in 6. Just not Ren in 6. That's all I ask. Ugh. It's so annoying. This card is so broken. Part of me doesn't even want to put lands into the graveyard for them. I wonder if that's the right thing to do. We need to get endurances into the graveyard. Ugh, imagine if we had surgical right here. Alright, well, we probably fucked this game up because they have Ren. Because they have this broken card, we just lose. They'll probably have Bolt for the Ruined Crab. Maybe I wasn't supposed to play these, but they have so many lands. They're trying to rely on them not to have a... I don't know, maybe I shouldn't have played these crabs. I should have just played this land and passed. They had a fetch. So it didn't matter. They had the fetch anyway. They had the fetch anyway. This card's so good. I really, 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 really don't like it. Sure. It's 2 bolts. Alright, so this crab lives. That's a good draw. That's pretty good. Hopefully this works. It's probably going to get repealed. Probably going to get remanded, but we have to cast it. It's so powerful if it resolves. Alright, hopefully they don't have remand. Remand would be the worst case scenario. Oh, they don't have it? Oh my good god. Holy shit. If they would have paid 2 life and had a green here, I would not have done that to them because it was Veil of Summer. Target player mills 4, then each. Well, maybe it wouldn't have mattered. I don't know how that works. If they Veil this, target player mills 4, then each opponent. If they fizzle this, does this not happen? I don't know. I should know, but I don't know. Do you guys know? Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Yeah. Veil, you don't get exiled. No legal targets left. So if they would have paid 2 life to get green mana, I would have targeted myself. That's what I was saying with this. I would have targeted myself to exile their graveyard so they don't have the run in 6. That's what I was going to say. Yeah. So if they would have paid 2 life here and represented Veil of Summer, I would have targeted myself with the -4. That way I would have been able to exile the graveyard so they don't have the lands to get with the red and 6. They still have the Valakut in their hand. They're sandbagging the Valakut. That's very interesting. Alright, so how do we do this? How do we do this? We go Watery Grave, pay 2, drown in the Loch this thing. Alright, let's see. We need to kill this Dryad, obviously. Watery Grave. Pay 2 life. Exile 3 cards. There's an Endurance. Let's pay 2 life right now and target the Endurance. If it resolves, we can't kill the Dryad, but we'll be able to drown it. If they go like Endurance, we can drown the Endurance. Okay, so they're playing Endurance, which means they have one card in hand. And we know that one card in hand is Valdecut. So we have a choice here. The Valdecut is going to do damage to our stuff and kill our stuff. I think... Well, we can drown this right now and get the Endurances out of the deck. Or we can deal with this Dryad, which is going to be able to do 3 damage to us next turn. No, I can drown it right now. It's only a 3, right? The question is, do we drown the Endurances and get rid of the Endurances and then deal with the Dryad? But this thing slowly fucks us, right? Because they're going to be able to play the Valdecut next turn. We only have these to deal with it. I think we get the... Yeah, but the problem is the Valdecut comes down next turn, kills our Ashiok. Then we feel to ruin it, and then they have Ren to get it back every turn. So I think the thing to do is to kill the Dryad Arbor. I think we just drown the Dryad. We have to drown the Dryad. Counter target spell. Or destroy target creature. Let's just destroy the Dryad right now. Alright, so then this resolves. The Dryad goes back into the deck. Yep. This all happens. This all happens. Yes, yes. Now we're just going to minus on the Ashiok. Minus. Okay. Yield to turn. So we know the only card in the hand is the Valdecut. We didn't have a choice. We didn't have a choice to put the Dryad back in the deck because of the way Drown the Loch works. We didn't have a choice. Aspiring Spike! Thank you! Welcome, everyone. We're playing Crabs in the Modern Prelim, and this is game 3 against the Rug Scapeshift list. We have to be a little careful. I think I want to keep this. I don't think I want to cycle it. They have 4 Endurances in their deck. So we have to be very careful. Field of Ruin. Trigger. Endurance, Endurance, Endurance. Okay. Scapeshift. So, if we... 1, 2, hit the Valdecut. They're going to mill 6, right? And they're going to get a basic land, hopefully. So that'll be 7 cards out of their deck. And then we can fire off the Extirpate on the Endurance. That's a big if. Or we could just wait till their draw step. No, this is controlled by us. The field of this is controlled by us, and Ashiok says opponents, right? So the Field of Ruin is controlled by us, so they could still search. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna go 1, 2, field the Valdecut. We're gonna get an island. I'm going to activate this after we get them. It depends on how this goes. Alright, so hit the Scapeshift. Alright, so now we're going to activate... We're going to activate this. We're going to target their Endurances. We're going to target their Endurances. So their hand is a Scapeshift. Okay. Are they going to be able to kill us with the Scapeshift? There's 1 Dryad left that if they draw the Dryad, there's a Valdecut left. So their hand is... So we have to use this Ashiok now. So we're going to use the Ashiok on them. But there's 1 Scapeshift, 2 Growth Spirals, a Dryad. So there's one Valakut left. So if they drew Dryad, they could kill us. That's it. They have one turn to draw Dryad. They can't try it in Escape Shift, not enough mana. Oh, that's true. Alright, well, get rid of that. Okay. So, your turn. There's 13 cards left in their library. And we have a spell that says mill 14 cards. So, feel pretty good. They have Escape Shift. But there's one Valakut, two Valakuts. I don't know if they have the... If they draw land, if they could just go land, Escape Shift, and kill us. I hope that they can't, but maybe they can. Maybe they can just go land, Escape Shift, kill us, but we've exiled a lot of lands. It obviously depends on their list. What was the mill? There's 1, 2, 3 Catcher Triomes. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 Steam Vents. So there's 1. There may be like 2. I don't know. Engineering Explosives on 1. Sure. They're dead. Cool. We got them. 13 cards. Each opponent mills 14. Alright. So their hand Escape Shift. So we have them dead. Yay, the Crabbies. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you, Aspiring Spike, for the raid. Welcome everyone who stayed around from Spike's channel. Gut Gaming, thank you for the follow. And BGSS, thank you for the follow. Alright. 1, 2, 3. Each one of mills 14 cards. Alright, that's pretty sweet. Pretty sweet. I used to play Rogue Scapeshift all the time. It used to be my pet deck, and I do mean pet deck. And then, like, it was so annoying to play against Mill. So annoying. I was trying to type GG's. Okay, so we were probably the last match. I was taking too long talking. Alright, so 3-0 in the prelim, playing Mill. We're playing against Pro Midnights. Prom digits. We can't keep this hand. It's black. GLHF. Mulligan. If you type deck, you get Decklist for Song of Creation. Yeah. Decks, my decks. We'll keep this. We'll put back Swamp. This was the list for what we played yesterday. This is what we played yesterday. Alright. I'm just gonna play the crab. Yields. Esper Sentinel. Alright. We have ourselves a free win. Always yields. Pure Steel. I probably should have just got Swamp here, but I need to do this. Do I think blue-white mill? No, not really. I think it struggles to beat Yorion decks. I think it has a very hard time against Yorion. And I think it has to get really lucky against Murktide. Sprang Leaf Drum. Sure. Giver of Ruins. Sure. Esper Sentinel. I guess the question is, do we want to make Esper Sentinels honorary crabs yet? Or do we just want to kill this thing? I think we kill this Esper Sentinel. This is a tough call. The problem is if you give them too many cards, they can literally just kill you. Like, if you fuck around too much against this deck, they will just kill you. So, I think I'm going to Fatal Push the Giver. Pay 1. I want to pay 1 now, and then later I don't want to pay 1. Because if we give them too many draws, they could just draw aid into nonsense. We need to kill this S%, the Urza Saga. It's not the most efficient way to do this, but we need to get it dead. Crabby, crabby, crabbies. Alright, so there's 38 cards left in the deck. So, 1 hammer, 2 hammers. 2 hammers out of the way. Fuck. Alright, so we're dead next turn. This is so dumb. You couldn't wait 1 more turn? Wait 1 more turn with the sagas? No, I don't think so. Wow. I can't believe they did this. Rather than just putting a... Well, then they get a star, right? Why would we want to give them a star? I don't want to give them a star. I would have just waited for this. Alright. This lets them draw 2 cards. Whatever. We don't have a choice. We have to do this. This is the only way we win. Alright. We have to draw Tasha's next turn. We have to have them not use Inkmoth Nexus and kill us with Tasha's. I'm very confused. Alright, if they have a hammer, we're dead. If they have another hammer, we're dead. I'm just gonna block here, because we're dead to a hammer. I'll just put it here. Cool. Alright. So we had 2 hammers milled, and they had 2 in their hand. Well, they fetched 1, but that's my own fault. Dr. Bodgapopoulos, thank you for the subscription. Thank you for 2 months. Alright, we want to get rid of surgicals. We want Crypt Incursion. We want Ensnaring Bridges. Don't necessarily know if we want Counterspells. Counterspells seem kind of rough against them, especially because they're a Spell Pierce deck. But we'll play it like this. We've got Ensnaring Bridges. Tasha's is really good against them. I don't know, if we wait a turn to kill the Saga... If we wait a turn to kill the Saga, we get to make a giant token. We should have just killed an Esper Sentinel, probably. Yeah. I don't know. Ashiok costs 3. Stoneforge costs 2, you know? It's not good for us. It's so slow, right? This is the hand we want. We just want to Tasha's them. Yeah, we want them to Saga eventually. Alright. Giver of Ruins, huh? I'm just gonna kill this thing. I don't really play much Modern Reanimator, but I think that the Grixis version that Sandpop played in the top 8 of the one thing is the best version. Hopefully they fetch Cauldron Complete here. Yeah. Alright, we'll get this tapped. You know why I wanted to fetch Cauldron Complete? Because Cauldron Complete has the highest CMC of everything in their deck. Alright. Tasha City's Laughter. 49 to 27 cards. Oh, I love it. Oh, beautiful. 27 cards. Thank you for fetching out that Cauldron Complete. Pure Steel, yeah. Do we think that we could just die, or do we need to hold up Counterspell, or do we just run out mill 14, mill 14? Alright, so if we mill 14, if they don't do anything, we'll just cycle 4. They go to 5. So they'll draw 5 cards, which will be... Alright, let's take a look at their graveyard. How many Sigardazades? 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 Sigardazades. But you know what there's not? There's not a single hammer. There's not a single hammer. Do you know what that means? That means that they have hammers in their hands. So we need to hold up Counterspell. Yeah, I mean, they have... There's not... We've gone through 27 cards, 27 milled, and then 4 milled here, and there's no hammer milled. So they have hammers in their hand. There is fear in this dojo. Yeah. But they can't equip it, so that's good for us. Mill's 14. Alright. Let's think. Okay, so we have some choices. Maybe. But if I let the second hammer resolve and then they go whatever. Yeah. I mean, this mill's 4, which puts them to 15, which means they're dead, right? Because they're going to draw to 18. We're going to mill 4, which puts them to 14. And then we get them to, so we just kill them. Oh, they have another hammer. Yeah. So any artifact here, and they kill us. We're just dead. We're just dead. I mean, we're going to cycle for push, but I want them to cast more spells. Sucks. No, they had them all in their hands. Oh, drown. I mean, if we just went Fractured Sanity, we would have been dead the next turn? I don't know. Sucks. I did say I want to play Mill to beat Hammer, and then I lose to Hammer. This just serves me right. I guess I should have just been more aggressive. But I mean, if they go Hammer...